In algebra, we have already studied something called as identities. So what are the algebraic identities we have by now studied? These one algebraic identities, like say a plus b into a plus b can be written as a plus b the whole square, isn't it? So these are algebraic formulas which will be definitely used in the trigonometrical identities also. So you can start writing, student, along with me, a plus b into a plus b, it will become a plus b the whole square, and the formula is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Or some people write minus a minus b the whole square also. Basically it is one and the same thing, just take it out, this minus common outside and then square it, you're going to get a plus b the whole square. I hope you understood that. What is the next algebraic identities we have studied? A minus b into a minus b can be written as a minus b the whole square. And what is a minus b the whole square, student? Simple, a square minus 2ab plus b square. Follow my cursor very carefully and keep writing these identities in your book. Now the next thing is, you know what, a plus b into a minus b. Very standard, very frequently utilized identity is, what is a plus b into a minus b? What is a plus b into a minus b, student? It's simply a square minus b square. Okay, what is this next identity, student? A cube plus b cube. Now what is this a cube plus b cube, student? Simple, a cube plus b cube will going to be a plus b into the bracket a square minus ab plus b square, isn't it? So I hope you are writing a cube plus b cube is a plus b into the bracket a square minus ab plus b square. And then what is a cube minus b cube, student? A cube minus b cube is a minus b into the bracket a square plus ab plus b square. And now, student, how to remember this? It's very simple. How to remember this? A cube minus b cube. How to remember? And a cube plus b cube. How to remember? Look at this. When there is plus, this is plus sign. And then second bracket is negative. When this is negative, the second bracket is, first bracket is negative and the second bracket is positive. So this is how you can remember this, both the identities. Okay, there is one more formula for a cube plus b cube. I hope people remember it. And if you do not remember, you can write it down along with me. I'll just write it down along with you all. So what will be the another identity, guys, for that? See, it's very simple. A cube plus b cube will be written as a plus b the whole cube minus 3ab. And student, what would be this a cube minus b cube? It would be,
so 3ab, then it's a minus b, right? 3ab a plus b, sorry.
so what will be a minus b the what is a cube minus b cube? It will be a minus b the whole cube plus 3. I hope, student, you've understood this. Any doubt till here? Isn't it very simple, guys? See, guys, understand, whenever we are using identities, that means identities can come from any corner. It can come, say, like from the 9th standard, it can come from 7th standard, or it can come. See, that's not important. Important thing is you must know what are the identities. That's it. Please write down these identities. I hope you have finished writing these identities in your book. See, guys, understand, a plus b the whole cube minus 3ab into the bracket a plus b, and a minus b the whole cube plus 3ab into the bracket a minus b. So one has to remember like this way. What is a plus b the whole cube? Simple, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into the bracket a plus b. So when it shifts to the other side of the equation, it becomes like that: a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into the bracket a plus b. And what is a minus b the whole cube? Again, same thing: a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into the bracket a minus b. So this is how you'll have to remember these formulas. So this could be one way, or other way could be like this. That is the formula of a cube plus b cube. So we'll repeat. What is the formula of a cube plus b cube, student? So there are two formulas. One would be a plus b into the bracket a square minus ab plus b square. And the another formula for a cube plus b cube is a plus b the whole cube minus 3ab into the bracket a plus b. So student, you'll have to see very, in your sum, you'll have to see very carefully whether you have to use factorization or you have to use expansion. So if you're using factorization, use this formula. And if you're using expansion, use this formula. Don't worry, student. Don't be so scared. Stay tuned into this video further. You will come to know how to use these identities. So student, these were algebraic identities. And now in this chapter, we will going to learn what are trigonometrical identities. So, you know, what exactly is trigonometrical identities? I'll just show you for the example. Say, suppose this is an identity: tan A plus cot A is equal to sec A into cosec A. So we'll have to prove this. And how to prove, and how exactly we can get this left hand side is equal to right hand side. All these things we're going to see exactly in this particular chapter. So wait for some time, we will come to this question. But before coming to the questions, we'll have to do some basics. And what are those basic? Let's learn that. So suppose this is like, you know, what we have already learned in standard 9. So what we've learned in standard 9, let's take a quick recap in say hardly 1 or 2 minutes. Say trigonometry is nothing but measurements of the triangles or the ratio of their corresponding sides. Mostly we're going to study everything in standard 9th and 10th. Trigonometry is all about right angle triangles. And then suppose if we are considering this is angle A and this angle B, which is right angle, and this angle C, then this is called as base, this is called as perpendicular, and this is called as hypotenuse. Some people can say like, you know, this is like hypotenuse, and if we're considering angle A, then this side BC will be called as opposite side, and this side AB will be called as adjacent side. No problem. Over here we can remember that the 6 T ratios. What are those 6 T ratios? Sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. And what is this sine, cos, tan? I hope you all remember last year I had taught you this word, O, A, OA. Do you remember? O for sine, A for cos, OA for tan.
Yes, sir.
But over here, we are using perpendicular upon hypotenuse, or base upon hypotenuse, or perpendicular upon base. And then this cot, sec, cosec. Basically, cot is reciprocal of tan. You can see over here, tan is perpendicular upon base. So cot will become base upon perpendicular. Sec will become reciprocal of cos. That will become base upon hypotenuse. So sec will become hypotenuse upon base. Then sine is a reciprocal of cosec, or cosec is a reciprocal of sine. So if sine is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, then cosec will become hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Then cosec will become hypotenuse upon perpendicular. And then what exactly this sine A is? So what exactly sine A means? See, simple. That is a ratio of perpendicular to the hypotenuse. So from what? From with respect to angle A. So we'll have to refer angle A. From angle A, perpendicular would be BC and hypotenuse would be AC. And like that way, BC upon AC. Cos would be, you know, base upon hypotenuse. So what is base? Base would be AB and hypotenuse would be AC. So that is AB upon AC, something like that. We've already learned this: sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec, isn't it? One can remember O, A, OA, and then AO, Ha, and Ho. I hope you understood this slide. It's very, very simple. In next thing, we'll have to something called as reciprocal relation. What do you mean by reciprocal relation? It's just the same, these only. Sine is reciprocal of cosec, cos is reciprocal of sec, tan is reciprocal of cot. So that is these only. Okay, before moving ahead, I hope you remember this. Sine is basically nothing but sine ratio. Simply abbreviation is SIN, sine. Do not pronounce it like, you know, sin. Cos is cosine. tan is tangent, cot is cotangent, sec is secant, cosec is cosecant. You must remember this, my slides very well, student. Let's come back to these reciprocal ratios. What is this reciprocal relation or reciprocal ratio? See, sine is reciprocal of cosec. Similarly, cosec is reciprocal of sine. So student, over here, one more formula happened. That is sine into cosec will become 1. You can write down over here, there is one more third formula. Sine into cosec is 1. I hope you understand this. Next, cos is reciprocal of sec, sec is reciprocal of cos, and then cos into sec will become 1. Then the last reciprocal ratio would be tan is 1 upon cot A, cot is 1 upon tan A, and tan A into cot A is 1. I hope you understood this. So these are like, basic 3 things. Sine is reciprocal of cosec, cosec is reciprocal of sine, cos is reciprocal of sec, sec is reciprocal of cos. It's one the same thing. Tan is reciprocal of cot, cot is reciprocal of tan. I hope you understood till here.